Hey everybody, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today we are comparing Temecula with Menifee. Over the last few months the channel's really grown and I'm getting calls weekly now, and frequently I get asked to compare Temecula to other cities. So over the next few months I'm going to take cities near Temecula and I'm going to compare them and give stats on each city and why Temecula or the other city might be a better fit, just depending on your situation and what you're actually looking for. At the bottom of every one of our videos now, we do have a free home search. We don't ask for information, just if you do in the future plan on moving to this area, please reach out. I'm Joel Daniel, broker of Greenleaf Real Estate here in Temecula. My wife is a licensed appraiser. We're in the midst right now of hiring a few buyer specialists, so we have you covered no matter really what you need. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I just wanted to start the video off by just showing the median sales price over the last 5 years of both Temecula and Menifee. Obviously you can see here I picked Temecula, Menifee. I'm not really worried about bedrooms and bathrooms. I just want you guys to understand sort of where the market is in both of these cities. Temecula's in blue, Menifee's in red. As you can see, there's really about $100,000 difference, anywhere from 70 to 100,000, depending on what time period over the last 5 years. One thing that I can tell you that is very promising, and I knew this was going to happen even before I pulled this data, is yes, Menifee has grown like crazy, 9.1% over the last 5 years. It's actually even beating Temecula, which was a little bit surprising, but bottom line is, guys, both of these areas are growing, and because Menifee is growing so fast with affordable homes, you can see how 9.1% beating Temecula. So I don't think either city you can go wrong. It just depends on your budget, what you're looking for. Specifically, in regards to maybe size of home, year built, schools, amenities nearby, and I think I said budget. But there you have it, guys. Last 5 years, Temecula versus Murrieta. Okay, so next up, the map of both Menifee, which is north of Temecula, right here. And I just wanted to go over a few things with this map. When we pan out, here we go. Riverside is up here. So what I was talking about in regards to depending on where you're working, if you are working in Riverside, if you are working, Redlands, Rancho, there are people that are going to make that drive because it is a nice area and it's affordable. Obviously, in regards to drive time, Menifee is going to be a lot less getting up anywhere here than Temecula. On the flip side, if you are working down in San Diego, this area right here, which a lot of people do, Temecula is a commuter town or city. I suggest that maybe you look at Temecula. I know it's going to be a little more expensive, but your drive time is going to be cut by 30 to 40 minutes every day. Okay, so now in regards to where it really does get busy in Menifee, this is Newport Road here. This gets insane. A lot of restaurants around here, a lot of people, during lunch, traffic, and this is a main hub or a main road to a lot of the residential homes throughout the area. Obviously, it gets a little less busy out in these areas right here. It is growing out in these areas, but you are farther from the 215, and obviously, everything in regards to restaurants and shopping are going to be in this area for the most part. Moving down, where it gets busy in Temecula is right here. So, in the mornings, at nights, this is where it gets jammed up, right along this way. So, if you are living or working or want to work south of Temecula, if you can, I would strongly suggest that you move to South Temecula. In regards to growth, all of this area in here is growing like crazy. and you can see it as you drive up and down the 215 now, off roads like Scott Road. There's tons of building going on in this area. So as the years pass, you can see, you know, Menifee is obviously the city here, but there's lots of building, lots of homes going up in this area, which is going to, you know, benefit home prices. Obviously, more people are moving into this area just to get out of the city. Okay guys, so I hope those two video clips just gave you some insight on the housing market and the location of both cities. I just wanted to expand on the housing market, where I think both Menifee and Temecula are going in the next 20 years. The only way is up. A lot of people are wanting to move to these areas. It's less populated, it's safer than all these big cities around Southern California. It's more affordable. So this is why we have such huge growth in regards to home builds and population in these areas. Whether that's a good or bad thing probably just depends on your point of view. If you're looking at home values, obviously it's going to be a good thing. If you're looking for, you know, traffic and congestion and, you know, that sort of thing, it's obviously not a positive. But you know, I do see both of these cities in the long term being great places for families to live. And, you know, keep Menifee in mind if your budget is on the lower end. I don't see, or I don't know of a safer, nicer area than Menifee that is that inexpensive in the Inland Empire or even throughout Southern California. So if you have a budget that's a little lower, definitely check out Menifee. When it comes to Temecula, obviously this channel, Exploring Temecula, I can't say enough good things about Temecula. It's an absolute beautiful place to live, and I see massive growth in regards to not only homes, but home prices over the years to come. I feel like Temecula is going to be on the map as one of the premier vacation destinations throughout the United States in the next 20 years. With the wineries and the weather, everything that Temecula has to offer, it's really going to blow up in my opinion. Okay, next I just want to talk real quick about air quality. You know, Menifee is probably going to be a little worse in my opinion than Temecula, just because they're closer to some bigger cities. Temecula seems like here, yes, we have Fallbrook to the south, which is a lot of horse property, which is not densely populated. And when you go north of us, you know, yes, you do get into Murrieta, but Murrieta is not really densely populated either. You wouldn't call these massive cities like you might call Riverside. But, you know, all in all, both pretty good air quality, I would say, but I would definitely give Temecula the win on this. Okay guys, next I wanted to talk about infrastructure and amenities of both Menifee and Temecula. One of the complaints I hear from people is basically the infrastructure hasn't kept up to what the population growth has become or has been. You know, just simple things like exits off freeways, the traffic, and, you know, places like Newport exit in Menifee, it's just a zoo sometimes. And in Temecula, you know, by the 215 and 15 freeway, obviously the traffic gets really bad there. In regards to amenities, both cities, you know, have lots of restaurants, you know, have lots of shopping, grocery stores, and they're going to be very convenient, most areas of both cities, for you to get in and out or to go get groceries within 5-10 minute drive. I give Temecula the win overwhelmingly in regards to sort of fun things to do. You know, again, I talk about this on a lot of my videos, but we've got wineries, Old Town, casino, restaurants, the mall, you know, outdoor everything. So, you know, Temecula is definitely going to have the win on that, but both cities, you know, are good and are going to provide you with everything that you need. Next, schools. Obviously, if you have children that are going to school, this is going to be one of the most important things for you as a parent. Bottom line, you know, Temecula is definitely going to be the winner. Overall ratings are going to be 8s, 9s, and 10s. You know, if you look or Google online, it's going to be more 9s and 10s. Whereas Menifee, overall scores are going to range from, you know, the 6-7 range on average. Depending on where you are in Menifee, there are schools that are going to have those 9 and 10s. but you're just going to have to do your research and make sure that you move into that specific school district. Or in a community that you are able to send your children to that specific school. Temecula, really, you have nothing to worry about. Both, Temecula and the city right above us, which is Murrieta, they're going to have, schools in the top 20% of all California. Okay, so last, I just want to give you my overall opinion on both cities. I'm not going to spend too much on Temecula because you can watch 100 videos on my channel and you'll learn everything you need to know about Temecula. But in regards to Menifee, I really do think that if you have a budget, if you're a younger couple that is looking just to get in a home at this point, Menifee is a great option. It's a really good location. There's lots of cities both north and south. You still have airports close, you still have the mountains close, you still have the beach relatively close. So really it's a safe community that's affordable, and I would recommend Menifee over many other cities throughout Southern California. If you can get in a home for $350,000 and feel safe and secure in a nice neighborhood, really, what else can you ask for in this market? Most cities, you can't even get a one-bedroom condo for $350,000. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you are planning on moving to Menifee or Temecula, or you have questions about anything in this area, please reach out. Call me, Joel Daniel, broker of Greenleaf Real Estate. I'd be happy to help. Make sure you subscribe down below too. We do tons of videos every week about this area. Hopefully this one was helpful. And until next time, thank you very much. Exploring Temecula.